You see, escaping the matrix is not what you think it is. It's not about becoming a multimillionaire or becoming a dropshipper or anything of that kind. Escaping the matrix is about unraveling the deepest parts within yourself that are holding you away from achieving your best potential and therefore becoming free. If you are free and have freedom in all aspects of life, that is when you have successfully escaped the matrix. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I, as a 15-year-old, have successfully escaped the matrix. I know it sounds crazy, a 15-year-old escaping the matrix, but I am for real, and I'm going to be telling you how you can do it too, and how I believe that the matrix is not what we think it is. The matrix is kind of a very, very deep construct that is not what these financial gurus have been telling you it is, just for you to buy their courses. So let's just look at the meaning of the matrix first of all. Like, what does matrix actually mean? You might have heard it somewhere, you might have heard it from Andrew Tate, maybe you've just heard it from the Matrix movie or anywhere else. You know, matrix is actually a Latin word that essentially just means mother or womb. And we as humans came to Mother Earth as souls because we came here to learn, we came here to grow, we came here to heal abundantly. And our mission as human beings is to evolve, essentially. This is why we come here into this 3D reality that some might call the Matrix. Especially the movie Matrix has basically just summed this whole thing up, you know? It's almost like a simulation that we are living in, but except simulations in video games, they are not real. This simulation that you're living in is very, very real, and you came here for a reason. But that's probably basic knowledge when it comes to spirituality. I'm gonna dig into it a little deeper. And why I was able to actually escape the matrix is because I was able to unveil the deepest parts within myself when it comes to traumatic experiences, my inner child, or any other limiting beliefs that have held me away from becoming free. And those are the things that you need to be working on, and then you can actually become free in all aspects of life. And what are these aspects? I'm going to talk about that in a few moments. But for now, you just need to understand that all your traumatic experiences, all your limiting beliefs, all the things, all the suffering that you might have been through, it's all for the greater good. And in this matrix, you chose to be here to experience this. I mean, I know it sounds crazy. I chose to suffer. In a sense, you did, because through that suffering, through pain, we learn, we grow, and we evolve. And souls, as I've said, they incarnate on this planet. They have this human experiences, which is basically a present. It is such a gift to be able to be a human and live in this matrix, as we might call it. Because it's not easy to incarnate as a human and all the pain that you have to go through, but essentially you're just gonna grow, and this incarnation is totally worth it. But whatever, let's talk about the matrix itself again. As I've said, you incarnate here as a human being in this human flesh vessel, which is a physical, temporary body. It is only a temporary experience. Your soul is eternal, your body is physical. And I believe the word matrix, which means womb, as I've already mentioned, is the best word that you could find for this human experience, for this earth, this system, essentially what we're living in, because it is exactly that. You came here to learn, you came here to evolve and to grow, essentially. It's the same way that a baby in its mother's womb is there to grow. And when it gets out of this matrix, it escapes the matrix, the womb, it completely transforms. It becomes a whole human because it has transcended that state. And that is what escaping the matrix actually means. Most people's perception of escaping the matrix has completely been poisoned by Andrew Tate or by any other financial gurus that are just trying to sell you a course. And I was able to escape the matrix by healing my inner child, which was holding me away from becoming free in all forms. And these forms of freedom are freedom financially, which is what these gurus are trying to sell you. They're trying to sell you a dream to become free financially. And that is true, but it's just a tiny aspect of actually escaping the matrix, as they say. Because escaping the matrix is about freedom in all forms. It's also about freedom when it comes to love, freedom of choice, freedom of time, and most importantly, freedom of expression. When you are able to express yourself and be yourself as a human being, as who you really are, that is when you're free. When you are free to be yourself, that is when you are free. That is so, so important for you to understand. And once I understood that, once I healed my inner child, once I was able to live authentically and just essentially be myself, that's when I was able to really escape the matrix. And of course, money is playing a huge part in escaping the matrix too. Because through money, when you earn money, you are one step further to escaping the matrix, that's what they say. And that is true, but only to a certain extent. You see, the amount of money that you make is just a reflection of your impact in this physical matrix. We came here as beings to have an influence. We came here to create something. Our human purpose is to create. And when you create and you have an impact at some point, that is when you get the money. People who own a fortune, they are rich, essentially, as you would say. They have a big influence, and money is neither good or bad. It is a duality, just like anything else is also like a duality. Money can be earned through negative things, and it can be earned through positive things. And the amount of influence you make, whether it is good or bad, is just your reflection of your influence, of your impact. Basically, with all of that, I just realized at some point that escaping the matrix in the classical sense is not possible. You cannot escape the matrix by buying an Andrew Tate course. You cannot escape the matrix by becoming a multimillionaire. You could have multi-millions and still be really fucking unhappy because you have not healed your inner child. You have not been able to express yourself authentically. You have not been able to be yourself. You have not been able to love yourself and love the world. But when you reach freedom in all forms, and that financial thing is just a pivotal aspect when it comes to that, it's important, but not the most important thing. That's just what I'm saying. When you've reached those levels of freedom, that is when you have successfully escaped the matrix. And the way I believe I have escaped the matrix is because I have healed these things. And this generation is so special, and I say this all the time. We are so special because we are here to heal something. We're here to make an impact. I mean, all these things are already changing in this generation. I don't think there has ever been a generation that has literally made such a huge impact. We're basically just living in the most important aspect of time right now. That's what I believe. And I also think that the matrix is falling apart in the sense that you see who's real and who isn't. The masks are falling. All these facets are just showing. All these people who are fake are being exposed. And that is why I believe it is so important to stay humane during this era that we're living in. We are living in the most influential and most important era that humanity has ever been in. We literally have front row tickets to a mass awakening. And the people are just realizing what's actually going on. What is this matrix that we're living in? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it this? Is it that? And essentially, what's most important when it comes to escaping the matrix, all of this is just that you have to be human. You have to embrace your humanness in a sense. Embrace who you really are. And once you're able to embrace this human experience and embrace your emotions, once you're able to embrace your goals, your creations, that's when you'll be really happy, and that's when you have successfully escaped the matrix. And this is what I can consider myself rich. Yeah, I am rich. I'm 15-year-old and I consider myself rich. Rich in knowledge, rich in love, rich in freedom in all aspects. And that is what real wealth actually is. Wealth is about health, wealth is about relationships, and wealth is about physical wealth. And when you reach these things about wealth, that's when you can really call yourself rich, like rich. I also wanted to tell you a funny story about me like experiencing the matrix and kind of diving into this rabbit hole. How weird that was for me at first. But once I really got into it and I noticed that the matrix is a human experience. The matrix is a vessel. It is a bubble that we're living in. It's a simulation. It is a womb. And once you see that this womb, this Mother Earth that you are living on is worth living and you need to embrace this human experience, that's when you're going to be so happy. And I just wanted to share this with you. You know, for me on this whole journey when it comes to escaping the matrix, the most important and most important thing was to understand that I am a creator. I can create my dream life. I am able to tap into the frequency of my desired version, to quantum jump to whatever position I want to be in. I am able to manifest whatever I want. I can literally just create a vision board, step into action, and there it is, my thing. Whatever I want can become true. And you need to understand this. Once you understand that whatever goal you have, whatever dream you have, you can go after it right away. That is when things are just going to change. Things are going to shift. And you will officially be able to step out of the matrix and escape the matrix, as they say. Once you realize that you are a powerful manifester, you're a creator who can create your own life. And when I did this, I manifested everything. I manifested subscribers on my YouTube channel. I manifested this lovely linen Ralph Lauren shirt. I think it looks beautiful. I manifested this camera that I'm filming it with. I was able to manifest whatever I want. And manifesting is about looking into the deepest parts of yourself, knowing why you really want this first of all, and then working on it consciously, subconsciously, and physically, because if you want to reach a goal, you need to put in the work. And by escaping the matrix, you're essentially just creating creations. You create, and that is what escaping the matrix really means. Escaping the matrix is not about becoming a multimillionaire, even if that's part of it. I love fancy things myself, and I'm not a millionaire myself or anything yet. I know that I will be, but I'm just saying that you can manifest anything you want, and I have manifested everything, and I'm still in the journey on manifesting. The whole journey of a human being never stops until you die, and even if you die, your soul is just gonna live on, and you will then really get out of the physical matrix. But you cannot try to escape the matrix, try to escape the system. Instead, you should try to tame the system and make the system work for you and not against you. And that is what I am doing. That's what I'm doing with this YouTube channel. That is what I'm doing with the people in my life. I am creating a happy life for myself, manifesting whatever I want, and stepping into my desired version by using the quantum field. And manifestation is the key to actually escaping the matrix. That is my message for this video. And manifestation is just another tool for creating. Manifestation is essentially the same thing as creating. It's the same thing as being yourself. It's the same thing as doing the thing that really drives you forward. It's the thing that you love. And I think manifestation is just a fancy word that it was created, and I know some people even are like, manifestation is bullshit. Okay, think whatever you want. I know it's kind of stereotypical, but I think that creating your dream life and doing the things that you want to go after, going after your passions, making your dream life come true for yourself, that is what real escaping the matrix is. So through this power and realizing that I'm a powerful creator of my own life, and I'm like a multidimensional being who incarnated in this physical vessel, who can create whatever he wants for himself, that's when I was able to do anything. By anything, I mean anything. Like whatever I wanted, it became true. There has never been a thing that I could not manifest into my life. There was never something I could not create. And once I realized this, and once I realized that being who you are is important, and embracing your humanness, your human experience, that's when everything changed, and I was able to successfully escape the matrix. So think about your goals, make them come true, and escape the matrix in a holistic and healthy way, and not in the toxic way that is not going to make you happy. That was my message for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time at Leon's Place.